Everyone, your boy Christopher Beast here, and in today's video, I just wanted to give a quick little tutorial to all my Switch friends out there. I know, I'm on the Xbox, there's really not much I can do to help you, but at the very least, I want to give you guys a nice little tutorial to, at the very least, give you a little bit of an edge on your fellow Outlander, so that way you don't get gunned down and shot in your first 13 seconds of exiting the spawn location. You know, you're looking for your white crate, and suddenly you get gunned down by an ADR from 362 meters. I want to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, I am human. I can't really physically teleport in front of those bullets and stop them from ever hitting and destroying your upper chest. However, I can make it so you're not in that range of the ADR, which means half the map. And I can also give you some tips and some tricks to make it so that way the ADR has to work a little harder for the kill. But as always, if you enjoy this video, leave a like. If you don't, put that big fat dislike. And if you have any questions, do put them in the comments. I've been answering questions all across the Switch Discord, the VSL Discord, and I'll answer them in my comments as well. I'm always happy to try to help as where I can, but I am an Xbox player, so, you know, limitations exist. But yeah, so this is the tutorial. The tutorial is pretty hot. I know on the Switch it looks more like a giant expanded polygon. I'm a little bit sorry about that. But, this is what it looks like. This is what it's supposed to look like. Very beautiful. It's a huge map for our tutorial. There is our plane with our airdrop. And, you know, I would let myself die to the airdrop, but I kind of do want to get on to the rest of this tutorial. So, let's get a move on it. There is something very... Wow, that's a rock. There's something very cool I want to show off in the tutorial that I don't think you guys on the Switch build can actually see, and I'm again, really sorry about this. Hopefully this will be fixed ASAP. If you go all the way down here, you can actually see your shelter. This is where the invisible wall is. So, any of you curious where the tutorial takes place in relevance to the shelter? It's right there. It's great. A nice little nestle, all grouped together. Now, me being the absolute dumbo I am, we're gonna try to speed run through this exit. See if we can get to the other side. Alright, let's go. Crouch. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Jump. Oh, we almost got out. Mission failed, boys. Mission failed. Alright, boys. So you've just completed the tutorial. And you're just exiting out. And you would actually get this message. I'm not sure why I'm getting it, seeing as I've already completed the tutorial, but I'll take it. It definitely helps you guys understand. So if you guys are loading in, none of this would be built up, but you can run all the way down here, and you can, well, see, you could hit this, but most likely what you're going to want to hit is walk into your shelter. So normally when you die and respawn, you'll spawn right about here. You want to go into your shelter, and the first thing you're going to want to hit when you come back is either your map or this workbench. So in any menu in the game, you can actually hit every other menu in your house. So you don't need to go and hit your workbench and go sprinty sprunty all the way over to your map. You don't need to do that. But if you're, you know, new and you're not really comfortable with the RB, LB, there's nothing wrong with sprinting across your house. Your house is beautiful. Sprint across your house. So I'll be showing off for the sake of this tutorial. I will not be using LB, RB to switch between the menus. I'm just going to be, you know, sprinting around the building. So the first thing you want to do is want to grab a weapon. And when you start off, you're not going to have this. If you did have this, then you stole my account. I'm sorry. And I'm going to need to call 1-800-PECK to save me. But you're probably going to start out with the starter guns of the Thompson and the Pigeon. So for the sake of this video, again, I want to teach you boys. So these are the weapons we will be using. you can always hit the ammo tab. For you guys, it isn't going to look like this, because this is what it looks like in the 3.0 build. For you guys, see how when I hit the left trigger, I get this menu. This menu would be your ammo menu. I know that's really kind of confusing, but you should be able to see the words ammo and the right trigger, left trigger, so you know which ones to hit. Grab a small amount of ammo. You're a new player. You don't need to be bringing insane amounts of ammo. There's no reason to. And let's say this. I accidentally hit some of the wrong buttons, and I have some ammos I don't need. The easiest way to get rid of them, as that little nice little yellow marker tells me, is pushing in the left stick or whatever that equivalent would be on the Switch. So just grab a small amount of ammo, exactly what you would need, maybe not more, maybe not less. And since you're a new player, you also don't want to be grabbing consumables. You might have my collection of consumables. I highly doubt you do, but let's say you do. Even in that situation, you don't want to be grabbing all these consumables. You're a new player. It's not that you don't know how to use them. It's simply you're not going to be getting the best use of them, and you just don't need them. It increases the risk, and as a new player, you want to decrease that risk as much as humanly possible. The next thing is, I already made a mistake. I'm curious if anyone's already spotted it and already screamed in my comments section about the mistake. I brought 2 weapons. As a new player, you don't want to do this. Again, as I said, you want to maximize that profit. Maximizing that profit means you're bringing 1 gun. If you're bringing 1 gun, you might want to bring a wee bit more ammo, as I'm doing right now, so 20 rounds. If you don't trust me and you think, haha, that Christopher, he's dumb, you could bring 2 weapons, just you wouldn't need to bring as much ammo. Alright, so, next thing. We have our guns, we have our ammo, everything's good, we're ready for a round. Now, your Outlander, let's change our outfits. So, if you wanted to change your outfits, you're like, you know what, I'm not dressed to impress. I gotta make sure I'm looking good. You can always run up your stairs, and on your left will be your wardrobe. You will not have all these outfits, so I'm gonna try to wear something that you guys would have, which is the green rain jacket. You wouldn't have any headwear, because I don't think you guys start out with any, or face wear. You just look like this, right? And there's nothing wrong, but as you play the game, you'll get more crates, and you will get more cosmetics. Speaking of crates, right here on our left, we have the crate pile. From here, you can open up all your different types of crates, and crates give some pretty cool endgame loot, and large amounts of it as well, which is very helpful to the gameplay. And finally, when you're done doing everything you need to do before the round starts, you can always head over to your map and get ready for an encounter. Alright, first load into a map, it will show you which map you are loading into, and then it will show you a list of people that you are being thrown into the round with. In this case, me and my duo, Tachunka the Man, are playing with a bunch of other players who are quite good. This is a chance for you to look around and see what you're fighting, and how much risk-reward you're willing to put up. You also can use this as a chance to boost the loot, boost the crate, or boost the insurance. But you're a new player, so if you do any of these, I will slap your hand. Do not do this. I, as a top tier player, only really boost crate occasionally. It isn't worth it. Not that it's not worth it that the loot isn't worth it, it's that you as a player want to get a reward, a profit out of these rounds.
Yes.
Spending crowns means that when you die, you have a larger loss. However, if you are confident by looking at the lobby that you just got faced with, that you're going to be fighting some weaker boys, then boost the crate and boost the loot so you can get higher rewards. On that note, when a match starts, you need to see which of the named locations is closest to you. All 3 named locations do different things, and we're going to be going to the first named location, the Bard House. Bard House or Safe is a great place for some very quick loot for early players. And I don't blame you if you as a new player want to run over there, grab the Bard House, and then skid out our skadoodle. It has some great items such as nails, antibiotics, and other things to help upgrade your shelter. Gotcha.
Callouts are also really important in this game. I recommend if you are playing with a teammate, that you do get constant callouts, and I might die here.
There you go, tricky. So this is another thing. If you're playing duos, don't do what we just did. Learn from our
I was
mistakes.
just brutally murdered. So, another thing, I'm going to continue to talk about the Bard House as Christopher Beast continues this gameplay. The board house, again, if you do want to skedaddle as soon as you do enter the board house and get the loot, that is a good idea. But these places also attract plenty of enemies. When you go to one of these specific locations, so the comms, the board house, and the signals detector, the main worry is all these places have benefits. All of them have benefits, but the thing that might outweigh those for a new player is the fact that those attract many enemies. But if you're a beginner, I doubt that the board house won't have any enemies, so you probably should go for that.
I got beaten. So right there is an example of exactly what Chunky was saying. It does attract some higher tier players. Me, myself, as a higher tier player, will normally run straight for these named locations.
As
So
soon as someone
perhaps
fires,
another set
yes.
of loot for you is if the boost isn't that high. For example, it is base boost or no, as in nobody boosted the lobby. Perhaps you don't want to go to safe. I would suggest just running around and just grabbing some of the berries and fruits, especially if you have lower tier weapons. The berries and fruits add up, especially if you spend a whole round grabbing them. And I know that might be really boring to some of you, but trust me, when you build up that stockpile, it's eventually going to be worth it. And eventually you'll just be sitting here rich.
Alright, Christopher
So,
Beast, I
you've
have
died.
a question for you. What?
Definitely.
I'm sorry for interjecting into your conversation to the newer
All good.
players, but what exactly does food do? How does food benefit the player? I'd like to know that.
Excellent question to Chunky. So after you've grabbed some new weapons for your next round and you've benched some of your food from that last round, you can run over to the back of your shelter and there's a little wheeled thing. Here you can donate large chunks of food, as I would do right here, which you can, at the end of a set time period, get different amounts of crates for. They're very much worth it, and I would suggest that if you think you can make a benchmark and you have large amounts of food, then to donate that stuff and, get them nice rewards.
This is a new feature. I haven't seen this before this current update, but again, I just donated 1,700 food, and I just reached the benchmark 501,000, totaling me a common crate and an uncommon crate. Again, the more food you get, the more this adds up. You'll become a very rich player. And these crates, I'd like Christopher Beast, I'd like you to go on about what crates impact, how these impact the game.
I think we can cover crates after we get one in a lobby, because we do got to show them how to get one. But crates are fundamentally the end gear loot of the game, but we will show off them more later. But back to what we were saying about the safe, since we're not going to go for the safe again. The safe really is a big bargain, and as is everything in Vigor. Are you willing to risk fighting other players for a quick amount of loot, or are you not? These decisions are something you should be making in the intro menu while you're seeing what you're fighting up against, and while seeing what the boost level is. So there's another thing we forgot to explain while we were trying to get an airdrop, and that is the loot crate. These things are normally locked, and you can walk up to these, hold X, and then a bunch of dials will appear, hitting the dials until they vibrate, and then when all 4 of the dials have vibrated once, you've entered the correct code, and it will open and give you the loot inside.
And also, when the game fully releases on Nintendo Switch, the audio problem should be fixed, and you should also hear a clicking sound for each time you fix it. And
that
also
means
one
right
more
for the
thing.
picking.
Oh, those are gunfires. And that goes on what I was about to say. Always be ready for a fight, even if you don't want to be in a fight, even if you're avoiding no conflict. You must be prepared for the situation that you will end up getting into a fight. Because if you're not, there goes your loadout and the whole profit goes bye-bye.
One said.
Oh, he's dead. Is someone gonna go for his loot? I have a sniper.
What?
Oh, he ran. Oh, he's dead. Right, water. 105.
Airdrop
3
incoming.
dead.
Get ready.
I know, but there's another 105.
The airdrop's not near us, dude.
Oh, I see
I'm
him.
going for airdrop.
You go for airdrop. I got this.
Alright, don't die.
I'll try my best.
Make sure you, if you're in duos, use the fact you're in duos to your advantage. You have a teammate. If your teammate can help suppress an enemy while you run for airdrop,
I killed
do
him.
it.
We're good.
Alright, we're not good. There's people at signals, which is closer to this airdrop than us. Tanner right there.
I'm not with you. I'm gonna loot these bodies, alright?
No, I need you.
Back as, oh,
Alright.
I mean, once we show...
Killer.
Crap, are
Can
you
you stay
dead?
alive now when you are a
When you
threat?
kill 4 people, you get threat. I don't really
Oh.
think that's be a big deal for an average player, but it's cool. It means everyone on the map can see you now, which means you're
But
most
that
likely getting a
also
couple
means
more
that you
firefights.
are a Mega Chad, which is always great.
Yes, being Omega Chat is kind of dope.
Oh, I see your name. It's really very, very incredibly faint, but I can see your name. I think.
I don't think
Continues
this
to
dude had a
spread.
duo.
Oh, you killed him? Oh, never mind. It's on your screen.
Nope, he is a duo.
I hear the gunshots.
They're dead.
Stay back. They're dead?
They're dead.
Alright, come get one of the airdrops. Can I have it? Because if I get one more great thing, I'll get something really good. But you just
Yep.
showcase it. We need to showcase the
Oh, I
airdrop
forgot.
still.
This is the airdrop. When you grab it, you will be marked on the map, and you're going to have to hold X for an extended period of time in order to open it. Right now, my duo is grabbing the airdrop, and yeah, this is kind
I
of
don't
the
mind
end
if you
goal
look
for
inside
the
real quick
encounter.
to see what the contents look like.
Alright, so this is what the inside of an airdrop is. So you have to hold X to get into it for quite some time. Make sure you're not getting shot at during this time. And if you hit X, your teammate might shoot you in the forehead because you will take both airdrops. And that's not cool, man.
Yes.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Except for I'm kind of poor right now, so I took both.
Yeah, it's okay. Also, the reason I was able to get all those kills very quickly is I was using an H-bar. H-bar is broke.
Yeah, and also I was using an M214 and a Magnum, so we're not saying that you're bad, but don't expect to be getting this with the base level weapons, as they're not on the same level as some of the stronger weapons.
Yes, because a stronger weapon, a higher tier weapon will always be stronger.
That is how tiers work.
Yes, exactly. Alright, and then of course,
also,
now that the threat
final
of losing airdrop, you're getting shot at. Exit camper. Guns!
He's hit. Bleeding.
Not bad.
Upper chest. Alright, this is going to be a good lesson on callouts for you guys. As you can see, I just gave the callout of where he was hit, which is again very important for gameplay.
It's also a good lesson on exit campers.
Oh, might be another. Might be another.
There's two. There's two. There's two.
He is reloading. He is reloading. Oh, they're pushing down? Never mind. That was just a
If they
rock.
push down, they're dead. I have an H bar.
Should I go for a flank? Give it a shot?
No.
So these guys are people you're gonna have to be dealing with. I'm dead.
Chunks.
I'm dead. On me, force line.
Forest one?
I was
You said?
killed by Ninja 190 with the H bar. Oh no, not an H bar, that was you. You're carrying an H bar. They're in the tree line, they're looting my body.
They're looting your body?
They're literally looting my body, I assume. Yeah, just straight ahead, Larry. Just straight that way. Again, straight
here.
ahead isn't a very good call out, but
Ooh, they're behind me.
he killed him.
Ooh, he got me. Very close firefight right there. But that should be a good explanation of the airdrops. Well, we did lose. That was quite close. Another thing to explain real quick was that weird sound and that weird thing you saw. That's the radiation. That stuff comes in at the end of the rounds. And you know, it's quite dangerous and it's quite painful, and you will die if you stay in it for too long. It's quite not fun to be stuck in the middle of. And the very last
I've
thing,
never been
two
in
things I want to show
radiation.
off.
I have to admit that. Everything just went silent. Is that
You
because
die. Alright, so after you've gotten the airdrop, you can always head over to this screen here and open your airdrop, which you just hit by hitting A, holding A, nope.
And I actually have a purple crate, which I did just open, but obviously you guys cannot see that. But again, that is where, as you can see, because Fabrice is showing you it right now, that is where you open your airdrops.
And the very last thing is upgrading your shelter. This you can do by collecting large amounts of materials, and you'll be able to do over the course of the game. That is kind of the end goal of the game.
The
Hope
end
you all
goal
enjoyed this
is
video.
to, yeah, we do hope you enjoyed this video.
This video is made by me and Chunky. If you want to support us, give us a nice little like. But most importantly, if you guys have any questions, both of us are very much willing to help you answer them. And really just helping you guys out is the end goal here. I hope the Switch community can truly experience this game the way we do. This has been Christopher B saying Get Chunked. I'll see you all
guys.